Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Ishan Rahat Qureshi and I'm the founder and CEO of High Achievers League. So Fulbright season is still on. The application deadline is on February 28th, 2024. So you guys who would like to apply for Fulbright, there is still time to do that. Those students who wish to have our services, so we are providing a package where we counsel you for Fulbright scholarship and we teach you GRE as well, online classes. And then after that, we also help you apply directly in US and Canadian universities based on funded programs. So let's talk briefly about the Fulbright program. So this is the website of USEFP where you can go and find details about the Fulbright program. So I'm just going to go through this website. So as you can see, currently the status is open for Fulbright. The deadline is February 28th, 2024. So students can apply for the master's program and for the PhD program. So you can apply for the master's program if you have 16 years of education from an accredited university. You do not need to have work experience for this. But if you are applying for MBA and public policy or administration, then you need to have 2 years of work experience. So if you have 18 years of education, you can apply for PhD degree. So this means that if you have a master's with a 4-year bachelor's and an MPhil degree from an accredited university, you can apply for the PhD program. But it is desirable that you have teaching, research, or public sector experience in Pakistan. Okay, so for both master's and PhD, all academic disciplines can apply except clinical medicine. So if you want to apply in clinical medicine, then Fulbright is not for you. But you can, of course, apply for health related programs like, let's say, master's in public health or PhD in public health. One test, important test that you need to apply for Fulbright is the GRE General. And under the new scoring system that US EFP or the Fulbright Commission has announced, you need to have at least a minimum score of 145 in both in math section of the GRE and in English section of the GRE. Okay, so what about the English test? So you do not, for Fulbright, you do not need to take any English test right now. But all shortlisted candidates, they will be required to take the Duolingo test. So this is going to happen later when you have been shortlisted. So you don't need to take Duolingo right now. All successful candidates, they are required to sign a contract with USCFP, and if you have been selected for PhD, then you also need to sign a bond with HEC that requires you to come back to Pakistan immediately after your program is over. Okay, so what is the eligibility criteria? Pakistani citizens with strong academic histories and residing throughout the process in Pakistan and committed to returning back to Pakistan, they can apply. All disciplines, as we mentioned, except clinical medicine, can apply. And then the eligibility for the master's applicant, 4-year bachelor's degree program or a bachelor's master's degree program. So the combined years of education that you should have is 16 years for master's, and for PhD, 18 years of formal education is required. Okay. And applicants should be prepared to complete grants without accompanying dependents if need be. So initially, you will be applying for yourself as the main applicant. Later on, there are ways by which you can let your family come and join you at a later time. But you should plan all this for yourself as the main applicant. Who are ineligible to apply? Persons with dual US Pakistani nationality or those having a spouse, parent, child over 18 years of age who is a US citizen or a permanent resident. Employees who work with the Fulbright organization or US Department of State or USAID and their spouses, children, siblings, dependents, and parents, they cannot apply. People who have already availed one Fulbright award, a degree program. This is, they're not talking about the UGRAD program. So if someone has got the Fulbright for master's program, then they cannot apply for the PhD. And persons already studying in the US on a work resident or student visa in any country, they cannot apply. So when you have decided to apply, what's the complete application package? So you need to complete your application. So application is available on this USCFP website. Then you need to have three strong reference letters from, so generally two you can get from your teachers and one can be a professional letter that you can get from your boss or supervisor, GRE score report, and scanned transcripts, including an explanation of the grading system, grading scale of the university issuing the degree. They should be uploaded. And please note that HEC attested documents are preferable with the application, but degree and transcripts attested by issuing authority will be acceptable at the time of application. So incomplete applications will not be entertained. All right, so this is the nitty gritty of the Fulbright scholarship program that is announced right now. So, if you need help, you need guidance, we are there to help you. We will definitely help you. So, as I mentioned, we will help you with Fulbright counseling to help you make your application strong. We will help you with GRE, preparation of GRE, and we will also help you to apply for direct admissions in US and Canada based on funding. So remember, in Fulbright, you need to come back after you complete your degree. But if you're applying directly to universities, then uh, you can stay there. You can apply for optional practical training, which is the OPT. If you have a STEM designated degree, you can stay there for 3 years. So for the first year, you can get your OPT and then you can get it revived for another 2 years. If you go in a non-STEM degree, then you can get an OPT and stay there for 1 year. So what are you supposed to do in that 1 year or 3 years? This is the time given to you in which you should find a job in your field. You should find a company that is ready to sponsor you so that you can change your visa status from F1 to, let's say, H1B, and so that you can then stay there permanently later on, maybe apply for green card, etc. So do let us know if you have any questions. I hope this was useful. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.